It's another episode of Poker Time, and we're happy to have you with us.
Thanks for joining us, guys.
Really? We're playing 3-blind poker here, 5, 10, 20. And we're looking at Wolf. Looks like
65.
Pulling it off.
65.
Yep.
Pulling off the leather jacket with the hood.
Mama's going to open the 8-5 suited in the hijack.
Mamba, one of our more aggressive players,
Yep.
and he's going to run into it here.
He is. Let's see. Jeremy almost certainly going to put in the 3-bet.
Right.
There it is.
210.
Is it 215?
210, I think, but you might be either way, whatever.
It is 210.
Probably not going to get called, but Mamba is known to. Okay, he's going to get called. Never mind.
He's definitely getting called, Mamba. They are. Well, I can't say they're really deep enough for this. Mamba
This is
is
a
only
hand
1.2.
you can fold. You can fold this.
Strong agree. Mamba with 16% equity. Let's see if the flop helps him. Well, he picks
Yeah.
up a gutter.
Is he going to raise?
Did Jeremy just check? He
Yep.
did.
Interesting. Oh, Mamba checks back.
Whoa. Color me shocked.
I mean, that's surprising, but it turns out to be very much the right decision.
Yeah, that's really interesting.
175.
Jeremy bets 175.
Does Mamba want to rep a 7?
No. Mamba, interestingly, makes the loose call, but then does not put another chip in the pot correctly there.
Somehow, it feels like the wrong play to check when you flop that
It
well with
does.
that hand, but it turned out to be definitely the right play.
Yep. I don't think Jeremy was folding that hand no matter what Mamba did on the turn.
Or the flop, obviously.
Nope.
Yep.
Or the flop. So, had a good read on Jeremy that time. Or was lucky and correct.
One of those things happened.
Yeah. I guess another thing could have happened.
One thing unexplained by science until now.
Yeah. That happens a lot. Haven't you seen like Ancient Aliens on
Yeah,
the History
that-
Channel?
That is actually verified true stuff.
Have you? They have experts.
They have experts.
Oh my god, dude, I would let
Fold.
everybody know.
Fold.
Action Aaron,
Fold.
not known for.
Right. 65.
He's not a pacifist Aaron. He's Action Aaron, right? He's wartime Aaron.
Wartime Aaron. I like that. That's a new nickname.
It's not bad. Cremio put in the 3-bet. This is the second time we've seen him 3-bet, recently anyway. He did it in the last episode as well. Here's Wolf. Interesting spot with 2 8s.
You might be remembering that last 3-bet. Coming from the same position as well. I believe it was the small blind.
Yep. He raised Jeremy's button open last time. This is about half an hour ago in game time.
Fold.
And we're going to come back to Aaron, who is going to call.
For sure he's going to call, yeah.
He is very much dominated. He's going to need to hit a straight, a 10, or some diamonds.
Jonathan, what time are we doing break?
That is none of those things.
Time for a small bet from Cremio.
Looks like 175.
Fold.
Could have gone smaller, but, you know, gets 135. That's pretty good.
Good deal. Always nice to miss and win anyway.
Small blind, Mike.
We're really stacking those chips carefully.
Additional big blind.
He's only using one hand, you know.
Yeah, what's that about?
Super big.
He's not a good stacker with a left hand, and he knows he's on camera. He doesn't want to be embarrassed.
Yeah, we would make fun of him. That is for sure.
I mean, if you stack chips poorly with one hand,
For your break status.
oh boy.
Also, I mean, let's be clear. The YouTube commenters would have a field day.
Oh, a field day.
It would be like they need that field day would be so intense they'd have to bring a permission slip home to their parents
65.
to go on it.
Where does that term come from? Have a field day.
Fold.
In the way that it's used, I don't feel like it makes sense.
Call.
Let's watch this hand.
Okay. Action Aaron is honoring Digital Dan by playing Digital Dan's favorite
Action
hand.
Aaron with 40 blinds back here.
It's a pretty good flop for 4 deuce. It's also a good flop for 6-8.
We could see some serious action here, people. Serious. Ken is never folding.
Just begging for a 7 because then he has the nuts and can be up against weaker straights.
A diamond isn't too bad either. An 8 isn't too bad. 6 is a problem. Oh, and there's the straight for Aaron.
It's not a good straight, but 7s are not highly likely.
Aaron's
You know?
going to go for some thin value here.
I don't hate it. I think Ken has a reasonable amount of 2 pairs in his range
Bet.
that he might call with at least.
200.
He has top pair and the draw to the gutter. He's going to call. Not insane against Action Aaron.
I don't expect Aaron to bet again.
Rating 1020 or 1025.
Yeah, I played 10.
Let's see what the river brings us here.
Not 1025.
It's the oh wow, Ken makes top 2.
I do not see Aaron betting again. Do you?
I don't know. I mean, Ken's going to raise his straights a fair amount either on the turn or bet out on the river. He
That is
chooses
true.
not to. We can bet fold. If we get raised, we can really comfortably fold.
I mean, Aaron has 490 back.
Aaron
so-
does go with 490 back. Actually, I don't hate the all in.
No, I did play 10-20 online.
And this is a hand that might actually call him.
I think it probably is supposed to.
Yeah.
Would Aaron ever do this with a worst two pair? I think he might.
Would he do it as a bluff? I think he might.
You mean not with the worst two pair, just as a bluff?
Yeah.
Period. Yeah, absolutely. I think we have to call as Ken.
Poker Bros.
It's not great, but I think we have to call.
They're
Call.
soft. They're actually
He
soft
does
on
call.
Poker Bros.
That's a good one for Action Aaron. And he's going to probably give Digital Dan at least 10 or 15 bucks, right?
Oh yeah, or at least a shout out on his chiropractic YouTube channel.
And podcast.
Right.
He does it like we do, where like he has the more in-depth, messes around a bit more on the podcast about chiropractic. The
Yeah.
YouTube channel is a little bit more analytical, no nonsense.
Yeah, he doesn't have as much time to
Yeah.
fool around. The video breakdown stuff is pretty good though on
Yeah.
his channel. In fairness to him. Here's the cumulative winnings. As you see, Danny crushing it. Mamba, not so much.
Not so muching it.
Yeah.
Am I
That's-
right?
Yeah, I wish I had thought of that.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Well, you got to leave some stuff to the creatives,
Come on, buddy.
Yep.
I should probably go.
And that's you. You're the creatives.
Well, I mean, it's all relative, right?
Yeah.
So in this room,
Yeah, that was
yes.
definitely a minute.
See, that was also pretty creative.
Didn't like that.
I know.
Hey, let's play a bomb pot.
Okay. I'll take your mind off, your shortcomings.
Your bullying nature, your public bullying of me is gonna really come back and haunt you at some point.
Oh, your public victim nature. It's really going to make everybody
See, this
love
isn't
you.
helping you. You're not helping. Hey, let's get to the flop. What's the flop, Sam? That's our dealer. 10, 9, 8, rainbow. Here's the second one. 7, 8, 5, 2 diamonds. These are some connected boards with each other.
Yeah, you could really get some really good two-way hands here.
Yep.
Jack
Well-
9 is reasonable on both boards.
Indeed it is. Mamba with the flush draw on the bottom, but nothing going on the top. Wonka
Queen
does have the
8.
Jack 9.
Ace, Ace, King, Queen. What a pretty starting hand, but
It's got the nut diamonds on the bottom.
yeah, that part's nice, but it's not such a great
You
spot.
can't put in a lot of money here. It does go check, check. Someone's got a set of threes. That's Mamba
Check.
now. Jack 9 comes in on the bottom
Check.
for the nuts. Who's got Jack 9? Wonka does.
Check around.
And he's also got an open ender and middle pair on top. I expect to see Wonka putting some. Nope.
It's got
Wonka
trips
check.
on top now.
Yep. And now the 7 pairs.
Wonka's still winning.
Wonka
though.
has it both ways, I think.
I think you're right.
You only missed a bomb pot.
Check.
Wonka just checks it.
All right, who's gonna win this?
I
hand?
guess he doesn't like the board pairing on the bottom. And it's going to be pretty. Oh, no. On the full house for Mamba with the threes full.
Oh, right, of course. Three's full.
Three's full here, and Jack high straight.
So no money went in there.
Full.
It's a
Bomb
little
pot.
surprising.
Bomb Pot did not produce the fireworks that we paid for.
And
I'm surprised when Wonka turned the nuts on the bottom, he didn't fire with. There were 2 flush draws out there. So many bad cards.
Yeah, that is an interesting thing that happened.
He also, has some reasonable equity on the other board.
Staying on wolf. Button stays on wolf.
I guess he was a little worried about getting quartered.
That was
I guess. He's done the bomb pot math, but I don't know if he's done the double board bomb pot Omaha math.
I don't think he
he's done the
has.
single board hold 'em
Hold'em.
bomb
It's
pot.
very
math.
different. Very different. And just because he says he's done the math, has he
We've
done
seen
the
it.
math?
We've seen it plastered all over our
Yeah.
Vegas rental during the
true.
World Series of Poker.
He did have charts that he put up all over like the cupboards and stuff like that.
Yes, he did.
Only 50.
He was very excited about those charts.
Yeah, I was trying not to sound too excited.
fold. Fold.
2018.
Fold.
It was the summer of 2018.
Raise.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe
So
it.
Creamer's going to open King 10 off here.
He drafted him and then was like,
Fold.
I bet
Fold.
anyone that
And
Marcus
there
Allen
is
called.
Mambo with an easy defend.
And I was like,
Heads up.
Is he a rookie? Or he played last
He played
year?
last year.
Barely, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now he's, because he has
Heads
Jameis
up.
Winston, he's going
Check.
to be a top 18 wide
Creamer checks it right back. Could have taken a
Could
shot
have
there.
definitely taken a stab
It's
on
kind
that
of an
board.
orphan flop. Mamba now picks up the gutter.
Check.
Checks again.
Probably not folding to a bet at this point.
I don't think he
So it's
could.
probably wise to check back as Caremio there.
I don't know what's going to come on the river, but it feels like we're going check, check a lot.
Nope.
Never
There's a
mind.
risk of not even
Gotta
getting
bet.
drafted.
Gotta bet for value here, but probably not going to get called too frequently.
Nope.
No more scoop.
He bets 50, and the hand is over.
All the difference.
Bet, fold. Bet 50, fold.
He just couldn't
Well.
see those defenders previously.
Mamba could have led the turn. Cremio could have bet the flop.
Yep.
But, you know, that's not what happened.
We'll be okay, even though they played it the way they did, right? We're going to be okay.
I don't know anymore, man.
Okay.
Are we?
I just want reassurance, you know?
Well, talk to
Yep.
pay someone, I guess, and talk to them
Job.
about stuff. Maybe they'll if you pay them, maybe they'll reassure you.
I pay enough. I pay enough.
Do you think anyone ever listens to our multitude of episodes and think like one of us is having an existential crisis?
Oh, yeah.
That's kind of cool if it's the case.
Thank you so much.
Action with Ace King.
I appreciate that.
Raise. 65, fold.
Something happened here.
Fold.
Does it count as an existential crisis if it's lifelong?
Wolf is going to call here with King 6 suited.
It's kind of an existential question. Yeah, that's not Wolf-like. He typically, in these games, we've seen him playing pretty reasonable ranges. This
Yeah.
is not a reasonable thing to do.
As you know, as the evening gets longer,
The
we-
Wolves get more wolfy.
it's harder to hide our impulses, those feral impulses.
Yes.
Three player.
And here we are. Wolf in a lot of trouble, at least right now. Still in a lot of trouble.
Check. Check.
Well,
Check.
he could take a shot, but he chooses not to. That card helps no one.
Check.
Let's see if Aaron decides to bet as Ace King. Aaron's
Bet.
doing some.
One.
He's doing
Weird
some
hand
chiropractic
stretches.
stuff. That's chiropractic
It is
stuff.
not. It is not chiropractic.
But it's adjacent.
Yeah, that's fair.
Fold,
Wolf lets
fold.
it go.
You think he would be doing that if he wasn't a chiropractor?
Mamba lets it go.
The answer is no.
He really might be.
Make it.
Why is he called Action Aaron instead of Chiropractic Aaron, Wartime Aaron, Aaron with the mask, something like that?
Aaron with the mask.
I mean, do you not see that
Well,
mask?
yeah, but everybody has a mask.
Yeah, but I don't mean that kind of a mask. I mean the mask that he uses
The only good
to hide his
suggestion-
personality.
The only good
his true
suggestion you
self.
have is Wartime Aaron. Action Aaron is a good common name for Aaron.
Yeah.
But if he's like raised 4 pots in a row, then he's Wartime Aaron.
Okay. I think
Okay.
that's pretty good. It
Yeah.
really just really goes that extra mile.
Yeah.
That's when he turns into Wartime Aaron.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Fold. Fold.
So
Looks
Wolf's
like-
gonna play this one. I
Looks
think
like
Wolf,
Wolf got a little bit of the old
yeah.
the scent. Now he's going after it.
Fold.
Yeah, he played the King 6 suited last hand as a call. He's opening 9-5 suited in the hijack.
Fold.
Wow, well, Weewa, he is dominated here, but he's probably gonna win this hand a lot.
Call. Heads up.
Yeah.
There aren't any there's only 1 9 left in the deck.
Assuming he's willing to c-bet on
Yes.
a lot of flops.
Well, he has the best hand.
This is certainly a candidate to check back.
I would expect him to bet this most of the time.
You could do either.
I like a bet. This is more our board than Aaron's, as well as we get to deny some equity, and we often have the best hand. Of course, for Aaron, he knows a 7 is going to be good, and it turns out an 8 will be too.
So are you only checking back with like kings, queens on this board then?
No, we can have a lot of other hands we check back with, some of which are bad. I think
Oh, Aaron makes the
he
nuts.
sure does.
175.
Let's see if what Wolf wants to do. When Aaron check calls, I like this. The Wolf knows right where he is.
Yeah.
When Aaron decides to put the bet on. Now, maybe Aaron was going to bluff that all rivers after he goes check, check, and maybe that isn't the case, but Wolf seemed to be very clear.
It's good for Wolf that he didn't decide to get fancy there because he certainly wasn't beating the majority of Aaron's betting range there, and he blocked the nuts, so he could have raised. Blocked the nuts, blocked 2 pair, block bottom set.
Yeah,
It's kind of a good raise candidate.
it is a good raise candidate, but as you said, he has the scent now.
Yep.
He's got it locked in. Can we call him Blood Wolf?
Yeah, it's Blood Wolf time.
I like that. Wartime Aaron, Blood Wolf. What new nickname are we going to give to these guys next?
Backwards hat Danny.
That's not. It doesn't really sing. I got to tell you. No offense.
Goofy Danny.
Fold.
That's better.
Fold.
Goofy Danny kind of works.
Hey, Goofy Danny's at it again.
Ace King of Clubs.
Fold. Fold.
I'm using Goofy in the way that like snowboarders use it. Like
Oh.
riding Goofy means riding the opposite of your dominant way.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I took it more like the way Mickey Mouse uses it.
55. Three
Well, that's
player.
just offensive
That is not
to
offensive.
mouses.
His friend
mice.
His name Goofy. All right. Aaron flops a gutter. No one else has anything.
Check.
I guess there's 2 backdoors for Danny as well as the overs.
Check
He could
first.
continue.
Could also check, which he does.
Yep.
Does pick up the back
Huh.
door.
Gut shot again for action, Aaron.
How does he do it twice?
He could decide to bet. He chooses not to.
Check.
Expect Danny to bet now.
I do expect him to bet now. It feels right.
Not so goofy. We're just regular Danny right now.
Yeah.
Bet. 155. 155.
155. Seems hard for anyone to call here, and no one does. Powerful.
This is a good new thing. We're gonna go ahead and take a break. And we're back.
What were you going to say,
I was
Bush, before
gonna
we
say
took
this is a
that
good new
break?
thing. I like this thing of like assigning an extra name for when the players are feeling extra aggressive or extra loose.
Yeah.
So we got Blood Wolf instead of Wolf,
Oh, that's the really good one, I think, actually.
Goofy Danny instead of Danny,
Yep.
Wartime Aaron instead of Aaron.
Okay.
You could go Steamin' Creamio or Steamy Creamio,
Oh, that's not bad.
Killer Ken, or is that too easy?
It's too easy. Also, his nickname is already Destroyer of Worlds.
Yeah.
Killer Ken is like a demotion.
I guess we just call him Destroyer of Worlds at those times.
Yeah.
He's already had that name. Mamba is always in whatever version of that is, so I guess we have to create a softer name for when he's being more passive.
Oh, interesting. Jeremy's going to defend. Juicin' Jeremy is going to defend with
I
the
don't like that one.
Jack 10.
It's not. That's not my favorite. It's not really defending. He's kind of out of the small blind here because it's a 3-blind
Oh,
game.
that's true. He does have the best hand, but he's going to be hard-pressed to win this
Bet
pot.
50.
Yeah, I imagine this is just over. Oh, I know. When Mamba's playing more passive, we call him Mini Mamba.
Oh, that's great.
Big ones.
That's
Bring
great.
it, bring
How about Wonka? We can call him Willy Wonka.
No,
Like,
Yeah.
will he Wonka?
when he.
Wonka Willy?
The thing is, Wonka doesn't have
No.
different gears. He's
true.
He's the most professional of the people that have ever been on Poker Time, and he always like keeps it even keel.
It does seem like we've never seen him do anything tilty on Poker
Yeah.
Time in all our years of doing this.
He
It's been
has
like a
his
solid 4
he has
years.
his ranges. He has his exploits, and he follows them.
Yeah.
Who's up more?
So he's just Wonka. He gets nothing.
Okay. Blood Wolf. Blood Wolf sounds like an interesting video game and or role-playing game.
Fold.
I rolled a 7. You know?
7 means
Fold.
blood.
Raise. 65.
I rolled a 5. Blood. It's always blood.
Yeah.
Fold.
Blood dice.
Fold.
Whoa.
Hey, Blood Wolf.
Blood Wolf with the aces.
That's exactly.
I would expect a 3-bet a lot here.
He's gonna make it the 2-second.
There it is. 205?
205.
It is pretty much the strongest place you can 3-bet from to 3-bet from the biggest blind.
Usually Aaron's going to call this. He does call with almost all of his range. We've seen that.
Yeah.
So makes a 3-bet very
Could
profitable.
be anything.
Look at the stack to pot for Aaron. It's like 3.5. We don't know what he has.
It's likely to be the second best hand here.
It is usually the second best hand. It's a 9 or pocket 4s or second best. Maybe he's slow playing the other 2 aces and he's chopping.
It's possible.
I doubt it. Then he's actually free rolling the hearts too. He's ahead.
175.
Aaron's reaching for chips though.
Could have hearts.
Oh, not reaching.
Nope.
Faking it
He
out.
probably had like King 8.
Yeah.
That's my guess.
We'll
King
never
8.
know. It's probably better not to know sometimes.
The mystery keeps it more exciting.
Yeah, exactly. So you got to spice it up, right?
Right.
A little variety. Play some roles, maybe.
Kind of like nobody ever watched a Star Wars movie after they found out that Darth Vader was Luke's father. They're like, oh, I know now.
Yeah.
So
like,
then the Star Wars stopped making money after that movie.
like,
'cause-
I mean, there's no role I'd rather play than like a cashier. You know?
in a movie?
No.
need 2
Oh,
cards.
Not in a movie.
I need 2 cards.
You don't want to play cashier in a movie?
Nah.
It doesn't take much.
You don't think you can pull it off?
I think that's for
The second one.
lesser actors.
There
I think you're scared at your change making skills. You're not going to do it
Next one,
well.
Well, it's a lot of pressure when the
Yeah.
cameras are rolling.
Fold.
You still got
I'm not like juicing Jeremy over there.
It's not working.
some more.
Winner.
Oh, we have to come up with some other name. I don't know. We haven't come up with one for him.
Wow.
So we will.
Jackrabbit Jeremy.
That's no good. It doesn't have to be start with a J.
It doesn't.
You can start with a G.
Yeah, it's just Goofy Danny. So
Guillotine Jeremy. That's a really good one. He's the one who originally came up with the nickname Stewie Younger for Stuart Young.
that's pretty good.
That was an amazing one. Yeah.
Jehovah's Jeremy.
Jehovah's Witness Jeremy.
Yeah,
It's kind of
they're
interesting.
well known to play poker. Those Jehovah's Witnesses.
I don't know about that. I know they don't celebrate birthdays. Hey, so here we are.
I
We've
guess
got
they
our
don't play poker.
some Omaha bomb pot action.
4-2-2.
That's right. We just switched right to Omaha just for this. We're gonna put up 2 boards. Take $20 out of the pot. It's gonna be fun. This is where a lot of money sometimes goes in
Hopefully this
because
time.
everybody sees the flop. Yeah, we like it when money goes in. We like people getting hurt in this show. Let's not
Of course,
pretend.
that's what we're here for.
Yeah, we're here for the pain. It's like Fear Factor. Here's the first board. It's Deuce 8-3 Rainbow.
I guess that makes you Joe Rogan.
I guess it does. Most popular podcast in the world. Deuce 4-6 Rainbow. So this is sort of interesting. Once again, there's these. You can have some hands that connect with both boards pretty easily here.
Who's Brian?
Check.
There's the 5-4 for Danny. That's a kind of an interesting one. Doesn't have anything else going on with the other 2 cards.
Brian, are you alive?
Ken's got some interesting stuff going on also with 6-5 Deuce Ace.
Caremio has garbage aces.
Fold. Call 30.
Yeah.
Call.
But no one's really crushing the board right now, it seems like. Looks like Mamba's going to bet Jack. He's also got 8-5, which is a gutter on the bottom. So he's got top pair and an overpair in one. The gutter on the other. Is this just going to get through? Oh, no, he called. Sorry, Caremio's the original better with his garbage aces. Can't love getting called in 3 spots.
No.
I'd be surprised if Caremio puts any more money in unless we see an ace on the turn. There's one left.
An ace on the turn on the top would have made Danny the nuts.
That would have been a real problem. But it doesn't come in. Does anyone have diamonds? Danny's got diamonds on the bottom as well as 5-4. So he's got a lot of stuff working. It's probably going to just check through, right? Caremio can't bet again.
No.
Look around.
He doesn't. Now, let's see if anyone makes a hand here. The deuce pairs. Ken has tripped deuces on the bottom, and diamonds come in for Danny on the bottom.
The software just doesn't support a 5th card.
Danny with the second nuts, but checks it, understandably, when we're 4 ways out of position.
Yeah, I don't think any more money's going to go in
Yeah,
there.
me either.
125.
Package, they don't sell them a la carte.
There was no blood spilt. So sad.
Caremio
Oh.
bets 125. Hello, he does have the ace of diamonds in his hand.
Wow.
I don't think he bet enough, though, to get someone to fold the flush.
No, Danny's going to call. I don't know if Ken's going to call.
Well, then Caremio may get to win half the pot anyway.
Oh, maybe he didn't bet. Looks like Ken bet.
Oh, Ken bet with his trip deuces.
Caremio called, perhaps.
Calls. 125.
He does call with the ace. He's hoping to win half the pot.
And he will win if Danny folds, but I don't
Danny's
see
never folding.
I
for
don't see Danny
125.
folding.
Never in a million years.
Calls 125.
I got 3 deuces.
Danny calls.
Yep.
Here we go. Caremio's just gonna
He's going
lose
to
a
lose
little
both
bit.
spots.
Yeah. He was hoping Ken was just playing very strong on one board.
Flush. Here.
Well, he was right, but
He-
there's also Danny behind.
He probably does better raising there with the ace of diamonds. So he probably doesn't do better doing. He probably just does better folding.
Yep.
With that many people. You want to have a blocker on the other board too, I think, or something going on the other board at least. Anyway, it wasn't a huge pot.
I missed the bet.
Why not, though?
People did not make large bets.
You didn't try hard enough. That's why.
Well, you know, often poker's about who wants it more.
It always is about who wants it more.
It's about attitude. It's about courage. It's about anger. It's about aggression.
It's about having the right nickname.
It's about consent.
Like the shark.
The shark.
Roberto, what's his name?
Umberto Brenes?
Oh,
Is that what you're talking
Umberto.
about? No. I guess he is called the shark, isn't he? He wasn't, and then he had that little shark
Yeah.
thing, and then he started calling him the shark. I played with that guy.
I'm sure it was thrilling.
He didn't say anything.
That's good.
I raised him on the river with one pair, got called in one.
Fold.
I raised for value with one pair, got called in one in a World Series event. It was great.
Fold.
Humberto.
Raise 75. Fold. Call.
Who will win, the Blood Wolf or the Destroyer of Worlds?
I mean, would you rather be a wolf or a cosmos entity?
I mean, we can talk about relative size, but you know, like, what if the wolf is part of a universe that
Bet.
contains the
75.
universe in which
I mean,
Ken's the World Destroyer, and so Ken's just a little tiny molecule.
I mean, what the what? That's not even possible. Think about physics. All right, Ken calls with the king jack off. He's gonna need a lot of help.
There's the help.
Well,
You plan on
I mean, he
going
picks up
registering
2
to
outs.
SLC?
Wolf checks top
For how long?
top. Will Ken check it back?
I feel like it's a check back, but
He's
he looks
gonna-
like he's gonna bet. I think I like a check a lot better.
Yeah.
125.
If
The only
get
card you're really
registered
afraid
for
of
the
if you're
week,
Ken
then
should be an ace.
stay there for a
Right,
while.
and I don't think Wolf is necessarily calling with an 8
Yeah.
on this card, so I don't know if there's any value in this bet.
Well, there's 2 hearts at least. You could think like maybe he's going to put you on a flush drawn call with 2 tens or an 8 or something. Of course, Wolf calls here with the best hand. I doubt Ken's going to put any more money in though, unless he improves.
Should Wolf consider leading the river on innocuous cards like that one?
Interesting question.
I think he should consider leading on this card.
He does check.
Ooh,
Ken bets again.
and Wolf doesn't like it.
Well, yeah. It looks like Ken has a lot of 3s now, right? I mean,
Yeah.
why is Ken betting?
Or Queen Jack. He could have Queen Jack.
Yep. So Wolf is just going to have to call with a hand this
It's
good.
too good of a hand. He's under-repped.
Massively under-repped. You have the Queen of Hearts. That doesn't really matter in this case. As Wolf, that doesn't tell us anything. I just don't know how he could ever fold a hand this good. Ken is the type who could absolutely be value betting a worse queen, let alone a jack seems surprising, admittedly.
I am surprised that he value bet a Jack. He's going for value, very thin value from an 8, 9s, or 10s.
Well, it depends how much more of my money you take today.
Boy, if Wolf folds here, he's going to see
I don't
this
know
and
yet.
feel some pain.
If he
Tell you what.
folds, the Destroyer of Worlds is in full gear.
Probably the beginning. of
Full
it.
kit.
Yeah.
Does seem
might
just
be
hard to
up.
imagine. You can
Might
beat
be.
some value.
I'll let you know. Yeah.
That's the thing. Ken would absolutely bet
Alright.
King Queen on turn and river here.
Yep.
100%. And
There you
and
go.
no, Queen Jack of course as well, but maybe even Queen 10. He lets it
Oh!
go. Ken gets it through. Ken thinks he had the best hand.
Of course he does.
Yeah, no,
Wow.
that's gonna
They
make it.
both were convinced Ken had the best
Plan
hand.
on going for
Yep.
a little while.
Wow.
It's a couple weeks.
That was not a Blood Wolf move.
No, that was very
It was like a
Like-
phlegmatic wolf.
that is what I was going to say too.
of course it is.
So you stole my thunder on that one. Wow, Ken gets it through, not as a bluff, but the power of overvaluing your hand really paid off there for
You're
Ken.
supposed to say I had
Everything always seems to pay off for Ken in these
This,
games.
this
in
is why the
fairness.
worlds have been destroyed.
Yeah.
Countless
All
species.
decisions.
Countless species eliminated.
All decisions work. Crimea with the ace-3 suited. I'd like to see that button fold.
Fold.
I don't know, is Ken feeling himself? We're going to find out right now.
Is he in world destroying mode?
He
No.
is not. Good. Good job, Ken.
Could I double
Cremea's
down?
just going to take this down, pick up $35,
Yeah.
move on.
I had 11.
All right.
Go buy a toy.
What do you do with 11? You double down, right?
Okay.
Is that weird?
Yeah.
You have a kid. You don't ever buy toys?
I mean, I sometimes for the kid, but it sounds like you were saying buy a toy for himself.
He's got children. Why would he buy a toy for himself? It's a weird. I mean, I guess.
That's what it felt like. It felt like you were saying buying a toy for himself.
Maybe you read too much into people's thoughts.
You know what? Legos are pretty fun.
Oh, so you do buy toys for
No,
yourself?
I don't.
Because it seemed like you were saying. You
I mean, I buy adult toys for myself.
Whoa, that is
that came out the wrong way.
officially too much.
Wow.
Oh, you didn't mean it that way?
No, I didn't.
Because it really sounded like you meant it that way.
I know it does. I actually didn't hear it until after I said it. What I meant is, products meant for adults.
Like vibrators,
No,
dildos. That's what you mean.
I know that's what it sounded like.
Yeah. Sorry if
And I-
anyone's playing this in the car, and I guess no, this is a video. It's fine.
I regret everything.
Yeah. If you have children around and that was too much, we don't normally say that, but we did.
I
We sometimes swear
I
that.
slipped up in such a way that it had to be It had to be done.
Yeah.
Raise.
You had to say those words.
I think so.
130.
And look, we're not going to kink shame on this show.
Of course
okay,
not.
Grant? Ken raising it up with the pocket fours and Ken taking it down with the pocket fours. You can see there's money right there.
Thank you for showing me.
$130.
Maybe the hand's not over.
It doesn't seem. Oh, it's not. Ken called with the pocket fours. I think Cremio raised the ace-5 suited is what happened, right?
I think
Ace-5
that-
of spades?
Yep.
Yeah. Ken with the
We,
pocket fours.
may or may not work this out, but look, there's money.
Did Ken just bet?
200.
Ken just led $200. Cremio has. It does indeed have ace-5 of spades. If he does, which I believe he does.
Ken may have raised. He may have 3-bet.
I remember seeing Cremio seeing it with the ace-5 of spades and reaching. Let's see. There. Oh, ace-5 of clubs. Okay, yeah. So Cremio was the original raiser. Because he opened ace-4 suited just the hand before. So, yeah, there it is.
Fold.
Ken calls, and it all makes sense. Fine.
No, he 3-bet.
Wow.
Like I said.
I never know anything anymore. Ken 3-bets,
Now he wins. He's
and he
won.
wins with the continuation bet. Okay, fair enough.
I don't know if he should have won. Cremio flopped a gut
Yeah.
shot.
I agree. And is in position.
Yeah.
Ken sized it up. He bet
Yeah.
200 into what, like 130 or something?
250.
No, into 250, right? Because Ken had raised.
Pay attention.
It's really hard to know. The graphics are not always clear. Fire an intern and do better with
I
your
have
intern
been
recruitment.
I have been trying very hard.
Well, maybe don't try, just do. Okay, Yoda?
Okay.
There is no try.
There is though. Why do people think that's a good line? There is try.
Cremio with the queen jack of spades here. This is a pretty little hand.
Raise.
It's the kind of hand you see on a Friday night and you think like, maybe I will.
but Wolf's
Whoa!
hand is more like
Raise.
you see it anytime.
175.
You're like,
Whoa, that is a hand right there. That's 175.
hubba hubba.
Yeah,
Fold.
People still say that, right?
they do.
Fold.
Action arrow with 2 7s. A lot of people fold here. Action arrow, not one of those people.
Wartime, Aaron.
Yep. And Steamy Yo Cremio? Steamio. Is he just Steamio? What are we calling him?
Player.
I don't know. Cremio, Steamio? It doesn't matter.
Yeah, who cares?
All right, 3 ways. King's way the best of it right now. 9, 8, 6.
Pretty interesting for Aaron and Cremio, actually.
At 10 would be devastating, but Wolf's still with the best hand, and you mostly think you're in good shape.
It's
here.
not the best flop.
It's not the greatest flop.
You
that's
don't
true.
love the flop as Wolf.
You don't have to bet this flop. 3 ways that you mostly want to, I think.
Just for pure equity denial. Like anything that connects with the board is not folding.
Right, but you get value.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of 9, 10 suiteds of the world and things like that. Action Aaron's hand really can't fold.
That's fair. You can get value.
Let's see what we got here. 300 and something, 345, and Aaron, no interest in going anywhere, understandably.
I think Cremio has an interesting decision here.
He's got overs, he's got the backdoor spades, and of course he has the draw to the
He
nuts.
calls. Calling. He has to think
Wow.
that the overs are good sometimes to call, I suppose.
Yeah,
Which I'm not so sure about.
it's asking a lot.
Whoa.
Oh, that's the best
That's
card.
the one.
That's the one for Cremio. Aaron with the straight, Cremio with the nuts.
It's going to be hard for Cremio not to get it all with
Yeah.
Aaron with only half a pot back.
Agreed. Wolf, of course, has not going to put any more money in
Wolf
this
is
pot when the
done.
10 comes.
Wolf is
Wolf is praying. It goes
going-
check, check all the way down.
going back to the Wolf Den.
Yeah. He's no longer Blood Wolf. He's Milk Wolf.
He went from Blood Wolf to Phlegmatic Wolf to Milk Wolf.
Yep. Now he's Milk Wolf. He's Milky Wolf.
Okay, good.
Aaron bets.
Is he all in? We're not sure.
I don't think so. Looks like he's counting it out.
500.
What does he do when Cremio ultimately does go all in?
He calls. You can't fold. You have $400 left in it.
I guess you just hope you're chopping.
$400 in what's going to be a $3,000 pot. Yeah.
Yeah.
You just assume you're chopping a lot. And once in a while, Cremio maybe has.
He's never got a worse hand.
It's really hard to come up with much of anything that he could have. Cremio does move in. Aaron calls right away. Of course he does. Aaron is drawing dead.
This is going to be a bad way for Aaron to end this episode. It's
Yeah.
the second to last episode of this session, and we're about to wrap it up here.
That is not ideal.
Glenda, after this hand, can you put up the stats?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Take a look
Let's
at
we want
how-
to see how people are doing. Deuce of clubs comes. Aaron, no card could have saved him there. That was an unlucky turn.
That was a very unlucky turn. It was also unlucky for him that Cremio decided to call on
Yep.
the flop, where he could have really gone either way with it.
Agreed. Glenda, you gonna put those numbers up? We,
Glenda.
we
Oh,
see.
she's not.
Okay, it's fine. We can talk a little more and give her some time. We'll buy her a little time. 'Cause I want to know what the cumulative winnings are. Hey, it's Wolf.
If anybody's going to buy Glenda time at this point, it's going to be the paramedics. This is a dark show
That
sometimes.
just got really dark.
This is a very dark show.
Yeah. This is what happened. I'm in stall mode, you know. I'm trying to get to these numbers, but I don't know if we're going to see them now.
There we are.
Hey, Danny, big winner. Ken doing fine. Creamio living. And Action Aaron and Mamba just getting slotted.
Just throw in the party, as they say in the poker world.
Indeed.
We'll check back next week because we'll have the final episode of this session.
Yep. See you then.